Hello, hello. How's it going? Oh, really? Camera feed? You have to freeze on me already? Bloody heck. Nope, they ain't doing shit. Well, if I do the big cam, is it going to still be frozen? Wonderful. Alright. I wonder, is this just going to be it, mate? Deactivate. Activate. Fucking hell. Yeah, I got a new camera. I'm wondering if my computer and or internet can handle it. There's a few hundred extra pixels. They haven't had a lot of time to test it. I literally kind of plugged it in before the stream. Alright, well, we'll see if it behaves. We'll see if it behaves. We'll see if I have to, like, consistently reboot the fucking camera. That's alright. Alright, so we got, yeah. On our last stream, at the very end, some awesome shit happened. So naturally, some, shit's gotta happen now. Yeah, so we have defeated Hugo Kupka. Barnabas has made an appearance since, like, the beginning of the fucking game. Ultima is very much still inside Joshua. Things are great. Alright, so I guess we will advance the plot for now until we get the inevitable side quests. So in my spare time, and I haven't had to do this a lot, I have been doing the occasional hunts. Like, you know, if they're there handy dandy to do outside the stream, just to try and keep things moving. However, we have come across Atlas, one of the hardest ones in the game. So, yep. Might want to level up a little bit to fight him.
And what can I do for you?
I mean, we will try fight him. I guess he'll probably be our highlight fight of the stream, most likely. I mean, we'll see how we go. Okay, we are stocked up on items.
Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
What became of Kupka?
So yeah, we'll see if we can get up a level or two. Doing some quests. I'm going to try so hard to just keep banking my AP, so that when I get a certain new icon, I can just get some of its expensive abilities right out the fucking gate. Upgraded even, maybe even mastered.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
Anki Man is
He
dead.
had stole us from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I
Aladdin!
expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back.
Hello, Jill. You sat out last
You look
episode.
better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank
Your
you.
Ninetales.
I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to
I'm
me
so
instead
humble.
of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang.
See, that was a revelation.
I've never seen such creatures in Storm
Waluders
before.
seem to be
The
working with
Waluders must have ferried
beastmen.
them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual
Of course, I know all about the blind
One
man
must
and the
instead see the bigger picture.
adamantoise.
And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Oh, Vivian, you and your maps. Thank you, Basil Exposition. It's your job.
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when.
Mr.
And
Mysterious,
on that day,
probably late game. Oh, and
who
I've frozen
will
the
be
game.
trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is
I was
to cure
paying
sickness,
attention to
one
the
must first
story.
identify the symptoms.
I kind of
And
looked
your
over
Lord
and
Uncle
saw
has
me
volunteered
still
to do
paying
just
attention
that
to
by
the story.
keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself
Yeah,
into
Mr.
this.
Man of Mystery, definitely
Indeed he
late
is.
game.
Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case.
Pretty sure he's like quite old as well. Oh, Barnabas, you're supposed to conveniently
The
be in
people
there.
of the hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left
Do a
that
fake
night are
freeze.
still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid.
It'll
the
be funny if I
Longest,
do a fake freeze and it just
Tell them.
freezes.
that those wounds might finally begin to heal.
And I'm all like,
The
psych!
price
Yeah,
of
psych
today's
myself.
instruction.
That's probably what
I've
will
never
happen.
known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
New items at Charon's Toll. Okay.
You're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
I'll see if I can tinker with it while we have some great conversation. I feel like if I just reduce the, if I can reduce the, definition, the resolution, that's the word, that will probably help, at least for now. Old man! Okay.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No.
Let's see,
To
go
share
cams
mine,
off.
actually.
actually, can I? Oh, okay.
Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying.
Oh, shame!
He is. Big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell,
Oh my goodness.
Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
God damn it, camera, I don't understand you. Alright. On to the next motherfucker. No, wait, we'll do this.
My knowledge is yours.
Haven't updated
I have a
tombs
few
in a while.
new notes that might interest you.
What to tell ya?
I have quite the find for you today. What
Okay.
subject shall we consider today? Did you learn everything you needed?
Thanks to Sid.
Cat on!
Well, someone looks pleased with himself.
Plays.
True what I'm hearing then.
Someone plays with
Nothing
himself.
escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders then. Good. Starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head though.
Don't mind me, guys. The other resolutions I've been playing around with. Can't even find the fucking thing.
Blackthorn. Do you have a moment?
Maybe if I get to center it.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
So I have to look at my stupid mug.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words.
Sorry, Blackthorn, you're going to have to get the
New beginning.
awkwardly zoomed in version of my sweaty face. Yoink.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Sorry, using the laptop keyboard. Alright,
Right.
we're gonna roll with this.
Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Yeah, the other fucker, I had to drag it into the middle because it was like fucking off the canvas. What a fucking mish. What a fucking mish. Alright. Now I swear to God. I swear to God if it still freezes. Fuck it. Alright, back to Otto.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
We're seeing troops amassing.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
Pretty much what happens. When it's main plot time, I'm big boss man, most important. When it's not main plot time, I'm fucking everyone's little errand boy.
The professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
New quest available on the Alliant reports. There we go.
How are you doing?
How you doing?
Quick look.
The big baby. Alright. Okay, one in Dalmec. One is at Quentin's place, I think so. Well, let's do it. We need some XPs. We're gonna need everything we can. Except for better
Good day to
abilities. I refuse for better abilities to take on Atlas.
The crystals we get from the tailor all but worthless.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
Okay. So, slightly better damage, absolutely worse stagger.
I trust it's all here.
I'm not equipping you. If Black Form can upgrade you, then cool. Otherwise, the Wages of Warcraft. What? Get in here.
Ah, yes.
Alright, that increases my AP by fucking 20%.
Good day.
Fuck, is there anything? Normal encounters, though. It's not from everything. However, we totally want more AP, so... yeah, I'll lose my combo damage. The Wages of Warcraft! There we go. Yoink.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Oh yeah, Podgy Daniel Craig.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will. Right.
So, can't just point me to the thing and get me to kill the thing.
I better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Tra la 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 la.
The crystals we get from the tailor all but worthless.
Crystals they get from the tail are all but worthless.
Right, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
but spent. What do we do now?
Yeah, go on, keep sweeping your leaves. Yeah, that's someone pretending to work right there. Can't bullshit a bullshitter, Missy.
There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it. Screeching out from between the trees.
Screeching
Ran back
out!
here as quick as my legs would carry me.
From between the
Haven't been back
trees!
since.
Fucking
I see.
NPCs.
I'll look into it. Thank you.
Back to sweeping whatever you were sweeping.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then.
Oh, okay, I only had to talk to 2 people. Boom! Alright.
What do you say, Torgal?
I say,
Shall we
good
go
doggy.
investigate? All right, boy.
My nose for trouble. Could call Ambrosia, but let's just see how good of a wallop we can give scrub enemies in these parts. Alright.
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Fuck!
Black Shields. Here.
What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Casually talking as I'm incinerating them. Fuck you, blocking me, bastard. Fuck! What's a funny fuck? Fuck!
Why were they here? Are they planning it?
Just return to Quentin, okay.
Attack on Lostwing.
I'd better go back and tell Fat Daniel Craig.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some Black Shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black Shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did, in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered.
Don't fuck with me.
He faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything.
I'm above
My
the
loved
law.
ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own.
So this guy's like
I
your
tracked down
Kupka.
every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion.
Oh, hey,
We know
hate
where he
bonding's a
hides,
real
how
thing.
numerous and well trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Hype! Make ready for war. Alright.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Make ready for war. Alright. And there was one here. Gonna need that XP.
Take a sniff, good sir. Gone, just like that. And without so much as a bow, you'll...
Alright, so now it's fucking Arabic Quentin.
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned.
Similar clothes,
Go
similar
and look for
body
himself,
type.
But I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short.
Same
on bare
mannerisms.
hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
I'll see what I can do.
I'll see what I can do.
Brown Quentin.
Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be
Quentin of
surprised
the
if he was off
Sands.
somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. And that's where I'll start.
It would make a fine gift.
Alright. Wherever it is, it's pretty far. Better just go to the jaw. Leg eater. Oh, do combos.
This one.
Something. What? Okay. Guess we scale this cliff. The frames of my game are iffy. Or just my camera.
Excuse me.
It has been a bit,
The Baker sent me to find you.
on my end, like natively on the PlayStation.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
Obviously not much is happening here, but it should be looking fairly smooth here.
I hated her. But
It has been, the game has been dropping frames on the,
worked her
like,
minds for years.
it's just the mighty old PS5.
Part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses.
I mentioned dropped frames and I've
Bread's
seen
as
them
hollow
happening.
as I am. She was the only
It's pretty
thing that
bad
could
in
fill the
Lost
hole
Wing.
inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Express yourself.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know.
But it's definitely one of the things people do give this game shit for. Doesn't even like keep a consistent 1080p.
I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You've opened my eyes.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
How's it? Literally just, fuck man, fetch quest and a half. Find this guy, tell him to express himself. Go back to Quentin of the Sands.
There you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just
It was pretty bad in Lost Wing.
perfect likeness of the fang herself.
If that's where you're noticing a lot of it, then, yeah, straight up, my eyes on the TV, it was definitely dropping frames.
True, my loaves
I just
collapse
didn't say
more
anything
often
about
than
it.
Not, but what's the fang without her crater? Why, no fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
I talked to him and I was like, express yourself. And he was like, express myself! Of course! Eureka!
Take a sniff, good sir.
Not smelling your finger, Murray. Alright. Let's see if Blackthorn can upgrade this sword.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
Charon also has new stuff.
Is it business or pleasure?
All
If you're
of
gonna
you,
buy
Charon,
something, be quick
pleasure.
about it.
So they're selling enhancer here as well. Waist cloth. Yeah.
Is that all?
Blackthorn is able to. In the desert part? Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on it.
So, will it be?
Okay. Now it's just a bit of the sword and the stagger doesn't drop. Alright. Dunzo.
If I do say so myself.
So. Yeah, I can even make it a enhancer +2.
Yeah, that should do you.
Alright. That's a better weapon now. Need more desert roses, huh? I should take a hit to my defense though.
That it?
No.
Fine.
Well, don't just stand there, go.
What do you sell for this? You do sell desert roses. Alright, let's just buy a hunk of those. Buy a. Ooh, okay. Meteorite's actually not cheap. Plenty of all of this shit.
You'll not find a better price than that.
I need to have a better look at your shit.
Business? Or
Okay.
finished, are you?
Yes, I are.
What do you want?
I actually need the silken sash. Okay. I actually need the diamond armlets. Okay.
That it? Fine.
Yep, that's it. Fine. Fucking mid. Probably would have been faster to go this way. Too late. La, 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 la. Oh. However,
How may I help you today, Clive?
what have I unlocked? A token. Oh, 800 ability points. Many claim they wish to change the world. Few actually take it upon themselves to do so. You're an inspiration to us all, a nameless patron.
You earned this.
I just bought some desert roses. Well, have some more.
Come
800
again.
ability
I may
points,
have
very
more for
nice.
ya.
I'm still gonna bank them. The skill is like fucking Phoenix Flames. Levels are fucking expensive, so.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive.
That's a cool looking
What
sword.
do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal.
Displacement stack. Here.
I don't speak, nerd.
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where
I'd
other
make a
vessels
Star
rely
Trek
on the
joke if
fickle
I were
winds
funnier.
to drive them through the water. Ours is fitted with mithril engines.
And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components.
Riveting.
There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Alrighty, Blackthorn. Yeah, nope.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Hand over animation.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
Can we please just cut to them being here? Good.
So Liz roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
I think I'd choose if I bring Gav or Otto along. Nope. Okay.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with
Who are
you?
we taking? We taking Gav or Otto? Oof. One for Gav. Oop. Gav, man. Gav, man, you're with me.
You're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supply. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
Right here. Any alliance reports? No. Alright. I'm feeling a little feisty, so let's take a swing at Atlas. Pretty sure... I think Eastpool might be a good way. Yeah, better than Martha's. He should be marked on my map as I've already attempted to take him on and failed. Yeah, he's hidden in there. Alright. I was a little bit unprepared though. Don't even really have the potions. Yeah. We're in for a very tough fight. One of the, if not the hardest, yeah, mark enemies. Just because of, yeah, when they dump him on you. So I'm pretty sure he's straight up a level 50 enemy. I'm level 34. So yes, he's not easy.
No need to ride from here.
We'll see how we do. Oh, we definitely want the stone skin. We maybe don't want the Warcraft fucking bangle. Yeah, Flames of Rebirth cooldown is cool. Yeah, actually, what have I got that's... No, not the timely rings. No. Badge of metal +1. Let's honestly go for a defense increase. Alright. See him. Level 45, still very strong. Woo! Ow! Woo! Going down soon, surely? Oh, come on! There we go. Going very well so far. Oh, that hurt. Pew pew pew! Ah, we got this shit. We got this shit. End up with the Falcon Punch! Yeah, boy. Alright, sweet. Just having a stock up of potions really helped. Ooh, those are good rewards. 2 levels. Feels very nice. Chalcon, good.
Back to sleep with you.
Alright, onto the Valkyrie Desert. Yeah, I fucked them up. The potions helped. I did go through a few quite... With a full stack, I did go through my potions. Yeah, I was pretty dry on potions. And I took them on, so that looks like it was the biggest factor.
Looks
All
like
I really got was a better sword otherwise. Oh yeah, and a defensive charm. That might have helped too. So okay. Let's go back to the Wages of Warcraft. Let's really get that fucking... that AP.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never.
I just scored a
I've had a
settle.
quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Whoop. Oh boy, I love a fun quest. Let's go find 5 little sparkly spots or some shit.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
How do you know it's Stardust, Clive? I know it is because the game's telling me, but... Otherwise, your line concerns me. So this is Stardust. Just looks like sand to me. Easy peasy.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
Love a good old dozens of hours in fetch quest.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
5, whatever you call it, of Stardust. Here's my...
You win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat? Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going.
Well, yeah, you get different cutscenes, whether it's Otto or
Safe in the
Gav.
knowledge that I have a home to
Since
come
they
back
were,
to.
they were Sid's main
Thanks to you.
main guys. Sid's number ones.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Nope. Fast travel to Blackthorn. Yes, let's riff raff, you fat fuck. Yep. Fat cat likes to invite itself in.
Blackthorn.
Stealing my
Got
cat's
everything you need.
food.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You'll be sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Cat will literally eat itself to death.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Oh, it's a mid. Alrighty. Oh! Oh! Game, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
What's her name? Right.
What's her name? Pleased to meet you. Helena, engineer.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air.
She sounds like she's reading a script
to rely on
from the
thermal
paper.
plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin.
Yeah, first I was like, oh, what's her name? Sad.
Yes.
But now it's like, oh, fair enough.
In Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well,
She doesn't sound like she cares, so why should I?
We need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Alrighty.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
I reckon here. Because I don't have to fucking trudge through that fucking town. I can just call Ambrosia and get on with it. Alrighty. Yeah, speaking of fucking hype, I've recently been playing Stardew Valley again. First time I played it since the 1.6 update. Holy shit, is that a robust update. Game that just keeps on giving.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Just because I can't see you in the sound booth doesn't mean I can't tell you just reading your lines off your paper.
Anybody home?
Yeah, there was a big update this year. It's definitely added a lot of things. Oh, hello. Molly Wazowski!
Time to go.
Molly Wazowski! Alrighty. That bitch. Mike looks dead.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Bit more unknown. Let's adjust my camera. Make myself a little smaller. There we go. Maybe move myself down a little bit. Just so you can see the rewards better. Better strength tonic, yeah, mid. Not the character, just add as a mid item. Good doggo!
Get it, boy!
If I don't come up with something soon.
Right, just gonna quickly get me another beer. Ooh, fire. Ugh. Okay. Alright, and there'll be one more thing.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm.
What's
She'll
her
be along
name?
shortly.
What's her name's fine,
Excellent.
Clive.
Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what to do
Singing a
it.
song at the bottom of
Well, if
the
I were in
beautiful
need of obscure knowledge,
briny sea.
I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Alrighty, that is a fast travel. Yoink. Well, we're passing through Charon.
Well, don't just stand there, Gob.
I want to top up on my potions.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Finished, are you?
Thanks to Sid.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Probably just Ouija.
Perhaps
Probably just
it is not a
Ouija.
different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
I'm an old
Thank
man.
you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Now I think we get to choose between Talia or Jill.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive. So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Well, more accurate, Clive will take Jill.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Northreach markets. Yoink.
Now, where's Jill?
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has finally spread.
What have you got that's so new? No, you don't cost shit. Probably the Kingstrian rolls. That's a like. That's a like when I'm nearly at the end of the game and I've just got Gil the Burn kind of shit.
You can never tell.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Up! You'll not find a bruised ribbon in them. Fresh cuts! Come and get them before.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I trust it's all here.
Yeah, better not be stiffing me on my one garlic. Hey look, it's not Quentin.
Oi, don't touch anything. Go on, take it.
That's everything.
It's Quentin's stunt double.
All anyone ever wants anymore is a wall of grape. How am I supposed to make a living?
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and Pepio nuts.
Man, it's been
Perfect.
done dirty this
Now
stream.
all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool.
Can I have a word, Clive?
But before we head back,
No.
would you walk with me a while?
But before we head back, we must have my unique cutscene because you chose me as the Adaria. picnic.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him.
Yeah, it sounds like
Wouldn't
me.
catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think?
Nope, thanks for the
I thought we
follow
might get
indeed.
some soup to
Never
dip
to
it in.
kill.
But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry cured ham and it was just... Oh,
You all right?
sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill.
No, Jill.
This is how life should be.
Hello,
This is how life
hello.
will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
Now fuck. This has gone on long enough. Kissing won't do. Sid is watching you in heaven right now, being like, smash, damn it.
Well, I suppose we best be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Alright. Oh, no. The one nice thing the game does, it lets me fast travel. He's been telling Tiger about his nuts.
Progressing, Harpocrates.
Oh, Tiger's face was buried in my
No
nuts.
small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
Everybody's after my nuts.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have.
How is this game? Yeah, I enjoy Final Fantasy
Is
16.
underway.
We're doing boring stuff in it at the moment. It's
Apparently,
not without its flaws.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary?
It's not my first time playing it, but I haven't played it in a while. Neither have I played the DLC, which obviously won't come into it until later.
Oh, and Clive, thank you.
Yeah, playing it for my small viewers, Aoli and Doom Villainy you see in
Being
here.
with you.
Obviously anyone else is welcome to join.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man.
Ah, yep, you've only played a couple
When
hours.
both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying.
I guess
the
it's
one
kind
to
of a
the
good thing that you've come in
Followed
at this
by a
boring
rigorous
part then.
process of testing and retesting, of course.
Because at the end of my last stream is definitely one of the highlights of the game. A really damn awesome fight.
Thank you, Harpocrates.
But yeah, I'm a long time Final Fantasy fan, and yeah, I like 16 at the end of the day. Yeah, if anything, I think it's at its best when you're kind of just in those curated kind of combat story sections. I feel like that's where it's paced at its best. You know, you get a bit of story, you get some fights, you get some story, you get a mid-boss, you know, you get some fights. It's when you're going around doing all these, like, small quests, and you're like, damn, I see where they cut corners.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
But, like, I guess if you just kind of take it for what it is, and that is a Final Fantasy game aimed at a new audience, I don't think it's bad. Obviously, the gameplay is very not RPG-like, but as far as the story and shit goes, it hits all the right beats. You know, the kind of character archetypes you have, the twists and turns the story takes, the characters. I really like the characters in this one.
We're pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
Clive's a bit of a do-gooder, but by the end of the game, he definitely kind of grew on me, and I'd say he's actually one of my favourite Final Fantasy pro tags. I'd probably put him in top 5.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer.
Just trying to remember what actually comes after this bullshit. Do we actually start getting into something cool? Or something just kind of cool? Or more bullshit? I don't know,
when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords.
So are you playing it on PS5 or PC? I know it came out on PC this year.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference.
Which is good. I think it definitely needs to be on everything.
Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is.
Because there's all these, like, fucking...
Let's take this outside.
Kind of shitty news reports about how it was, like, not making sales expectations, and...
On my way.
Was a bit of a flop in that front, and honestly, I just blame console exclusivity for that. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth has also suffered from that. PS5, well, hey, I'm playing on PS5 right now myself. And yeah, speaking of which, I do need to play Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth on the channel at some point. It was definitely a big deal earlier this year. Can't wait another 5 years of fucking part 3.
Finally
there
finished.
you go.
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank fuck for that too. Let me do something cool.
Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's 1 down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Don't worry, you've done your part. Good.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to
yeah, that's right, guys. We get to do those 3 quests 3 more times each. No, it's not that poorly paced.
What's the matter?
So yeah, just for you, the mythical, where I'm playing from is past the halfway point.
Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight.
You're more than welcome to hang around. Just if spoilers happen, I refuse to take responsibility.
Black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that.
Put your arms down, Ned. Only I may pose like that.
Get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
That's fucking right.
And you can come too now.
I was, and then you made me do all this bullshit.
There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Did the thing Tomes helped the quests? Quests. Bah. Okay. Bah. Okay. God damn it.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Fucking
Here
2
you are.
meteorites, whoopity-doo.
All done?
What do... Oh, okay. That's one of the things that wasn't updated. So one little quest by the looks of things. And it is going to give me something to aid me in my adventure, so...
I think Ned might need some help.
Oh, someone needs help in that fucking workshop. Is it what's her name?
Well,
It's what's his
that's
name.
it then. Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother.
Bit
If
of
you
a
wouldn't mind,
bother.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out.
English,
Just like that.
please.
Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
Hooping? Yes, sir.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
Blimmin' bones of a bomb king.
If you wouldn't mind.
Mind.
I saw a billet on the hunt board for one
A
just the other
billet?
day.
A billet, innit?
Well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte.
Laying on the
other
British
hand-
very thick, my friend.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Just shut the fuck up,
Thank you
please.
kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
They blinded me with science. Use the hunt board to locate the Boom King. Fucking hell. Moggle, Nectar the Moggle. Moogle Mog, ask about the bomb sightings. Yep, give it to me. Ah, god damn it, there's four of them. Okay. Hell to Die On, Soul Stingers, Grimalkin. So the Croc and Sambrick. Most of them are in Dalmekia. Valcroy, Empty Hovel, And the cattery. Let's fucking do it. So Valcroy, Empty Hovel, the cattery. So the main desert, Empty Hovel, or the cattery. We'll go there first. Dalmekia's down here. Alright, so that's the Valcroy. What are you? Bandit's Bed. Cool, there's a lot of shit I haven't seen! Wonderful. I feel like we want to go here. We are jumping on fucking Ambrosia, that's for sure. If other guys want to pick a fight with me, then, well, they're just going to have to wait another day to die.
Back to the stables, girl.
What's this place? Seratina, it's not what I want. Let's see, what's this shit? It's all through here. And it just straight up says he's in the Valcroy, so...
Let's go.
Yeah. There was the mystery dude who just said he was in the Valcroy. Right. Where am I? Let's see. He better not be through that little village. Like, you're fast and all, Ambrosia, but you're not that fast. Valcroy, it's only a huge fucking area. Only fucking goddamn massive, isn't it? Come on, Ambrosia, you can do it. Oh, that looks like a thing. I found a thing. Alright. Looks like that sneezing turtle from Neverending Story.
Well, Clive, it looks like you're gonna need big niggas on.
Touché! Damn. Stop memeing me, man! I think we want Titan. I think Titan's actually gonna be damn good for this. Fuck! Oh, God, fucking starts. Oh, stupid Mario Cooper attacks got me all every time. Alright. Fucking Mario Kart blue shell attack now. Pew pew pew! Oh shit! Fuck that up. Fucking got ya.
Too slow.
Pew pew! Go, 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 go! I want to see if I can parry this. Yeah, boy! And this. Oh, yeah! Falcon! Ah, that was going to be a sick finish. Falcon! Punch! There we go. Show your moves!
It should have stayed in its shell.
Good doggo. Okay, so what, it was empty some shit. Better not be this place. And the cattery. Which I feel like it's gonna fucking be out here or some shit. Look at this big ass place. No, I actually say, yeah, we're gonna go back. Yeah, so what was the Croc or something in Sandbrick? That's Rosaria. Go Northreach. I have a hunch we're going to be, for the plot, going through that part of Dalmekia. I've just got a hunch. The Croc. Where was the Croc? The name Chapel. Holy Eye. Holy Hand. Eastwatch. Westwatch. Baywatch. Penitent Gates. I feel like it's in here. I vaguely remember it being down here. Okay, so let's set a marker. Let's go here. Oh, level 15, that's cute. Oh, it's something down here.
That'll do,
Getting off the chocobo for any reason. What is this place? The Croc's up that way. Okay. Two bloody hides. Oh, what's in this bloody chest? Black blood. Really well. Oh yeah, that's him. Croc is shit.
What we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Get up.
Oh, this guy doesn't have a stacker gauge. How interesting. Oh, that hurt. Cheeky bugger. Fuck, man! Alright, be careful. I've almost got Phoenix Flames. This will act as a heal. And it will burn the shit out of him. Motherfucker. He nearly got me a few times. Bomb Ember, cool.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash.
Of course, can't just kill him.
This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. The wine needs more than this.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
Yeah, I had to fucking... I had to play it careful at the end there.
Too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running.
Potions and alchemy noises. Yeah, that's an alembic, alright.
There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
This is the man who cut down a burning boulder.
Very impressive.
Which I still return the favor.
Borderline.
No need.
Patronizing.
The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
Bag enhancing noises.
Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Time for me to go. Talking about rubbing things and plenty more where that came from. Alright. So, so I can carry more potions. Definitely gonna be nice. Very nice. Okay. Fast travel, not walking halfway across the hideaway, god damn it. So there's actually another quest? Fuck. Yeah, there is. So this thing here, okay. Let's just see what they want.
Is it business or pleasure? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Oh yeah,
It'd better all
cleaned
be
me out of my
here.
potions.
You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
You cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
Oh Jesus, okay. Let's read these first. I apologise for what happened at Rosaleaf. I fear what might have been had. What might have been had, not you. Gavin Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most. and for that I shall forever be grateful. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. But the time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when all this is through. Jill! A desert alliance. Said the second I don't buy that. I trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I am confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of anyone's trust, especially in times like these. For what it is worth, you now have earned mine, and I can assure you it shall not easily be relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship, Rosina. Prince Ali. There we go. I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers and all those behests and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe, and by that I mean immediately. You know where I'll be. God damn it.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Found more quests. we looked and we found more than we bargained for. Alright. A bad feeling. Something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, come pay me a visit at the toll.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
About Blackthorn. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in. Judging by the droop of his jowls lately. So I'm thinking maybe it weren't just a lever what was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his nuts. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask... Yeah, okay, Blackthorn's having a crisis again. Alright.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Well,
he cracked the crystal.
Blacksmith booze is right here.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah, not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
Yeah, I gotta fucking go do a quest with her anyway.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So yeah, 2 hours in, this is a filler stream, guys.
Congratulations.
There'll be no pushing overtime for an awesome fight. It's not gonna happen.
He's not been eating me treats.
That's not gonna
He used
happen
to love
tonight.
cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at him. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Gotta have a filler
Maybe
episode.
this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
And now about Blackthorn's sword.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
He's artistic.
I appreciate the warning. Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
Oh, he's all about the nuts now. My
I rather
nuts.
think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria
Oh, it's been a while since
have
we
been known to grow
fucked
to a
up some
size more than
antelopes.
double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Bum, 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 bum. Alrighty, fucking Galt.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. I don't want to be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. You know, he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no.
Clive, my boy!
We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. It was something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Karen last, eh? Fucking hell. Well, 1 and 2 are both fucking here. So we might as well. Hello, Martha. It's been a minute.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
And, ooh. Motherfucker. That's where the Atlas was. Alrighty then. Better put my light on. Go. Getting a little dark. Just whoop! Just appeared in front of me. It's a magic trick shit there. Meh. Gutter trash.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope...
Ninja steed.
Seemed like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. Hungry, Torgal?
It's fucking antelope. It's spun in the air.
No. Will it be enough, I wonder?
Yeah, the ignition's really good. Damn, just fucking bones that fucker right there and then.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
We will not fast travel back. We will go do the next thing. Yeah, so where there it is. Go talk to the dame. Then we'll go find this asshole.
There's talk that the glass... How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Time for you to start washing me.
Did you hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to see you. It's all right.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. We will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
But first, Ignac and Dalamil. Let's just fucking round it all up and then fucking just tie it up in a bow back at the Hideaway.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The St. Drake's Fang is gone. The whole
You upstairs or some shit. Yes.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
No! Whingy bastard.
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is.
I think he likes you.
Morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some
Can't say you're a big fan of Unexpected Guest, Steve.
lordship's
Oh, I froze.
behalf mean that I know where you might find
You've done so well, camera.
the bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Bloody hell, would have found that stupid turtle doing that.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Ugh. Oh, bit of a reader there. Hello, landlord. Didn't realise you were going to be visiting without saying anything. I'm glad I could find out this fantastic surprise while I'm cleaning the garage. No, come right on in. This is very good and I'm enjoying this interaction. Yep. You hear to put my rates up again, motherfucker. Oh look, it's fat guy with axe.
We've got company. Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
Takes care of them. Trying to parry him while I'm fighting. Oh! Ching ching! Nothing. You are nothing.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
Oh, it's a callback.
Formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in
He
the
really
outer
would have.
isles, far beyond the twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke,
Is this one going to be called the Masamune?
crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards.
What
The very
stones?
stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard in his heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis.
Uncle
Lord Byron Rosfield, and is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Alright. Right. I will go back. I'm just going to take a leak and get one more beer for the night. Whew! We might just have time to actually visit Sid's grave. Yeah. Yes, what I should have called this episode. Visiting Sid's grave. Next minute, 3 hours later. Alright.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade to rattle me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
Right. I will.
Alrighty, you can make a new sword. Excalibur. I think it's going to be called the Masamune. Way out talking it up as a one-strike sword. I was like, oh, yep. It's going to be the Masamune. Excalibur. Let's go wrap up these other quests and then we'll see if we can make Excalibur.
Well, they'd gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
Just because there's a chance that the rewards I get from these quests might be needed to make Excalibur, so... Oh, it's those two hunts I haven't done
Molly's
yet.
leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after. I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Yeah, Waluigi, my cat, we lost some progress of him over the last couple days for settling in. Yeah, Dad was loading up at skip bin yesterday and all the banging around and the yard work and shit that he was doing just like managed to spook Waluigi a lot. So kind of been spending a lot of time hiding in the closet. And then just today I was kind of going back and forth from the room and I left the door open. And you know, I knew Scout the dog was there. But what I wasn't going to account for was that she was going to not only come to the door where Waluigi was, but greet him by barking very loudly at him. Where is he now? Is he outside? He's outside? Okay. That's something. It's like, God damn it, Scout. Bad fucking dog.
Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah, but that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one Icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the Icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I'm not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Cavil's Fang slightly increases Torgal's attack potency. Cute, won't be using it. Yeah, if you're gonna make me run all the way over there to fucking Gold. Alright, let's look at Excalibur, Blackthorn.
What do you need? Not saying Fornian, do you?
Nope, I can't make it. Grimalkin. That was literally the name of one of the hunts, so... Yeah, the Bomb Ember was another one. So we need to kill that Grimalkin. Alrighty. Let's wrap up Payback.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
They told me she was building a ship.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Lights from the heavens. The goddess Griega teaches us that to walk with the wretched is an act of greater good. If we are to accept this truth, then one could not rightly call he who follows this path an outlaw, a humble servant.
Here you are.
So the better version of the cleric's medallion.
Come again. I may have
I'm
more
no
for
noob, I don't need it.
Lady Karen, Goat tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you like me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you?
I fucking could be.
But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. The fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Blah, blah, blah.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square. Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
Huh. I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... oh, forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close. Promising we'd one day sail the seas
What a
again.
way to say knocked up.
That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Who's the
Couldn't you and
bearer?
your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting.
Convenient.
Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once.
I'm not gonna cry.
Before
I'm
he
not gonna
went.
cry. Go on. Go on.
But then, why would he? Him or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Cartoony
Well,
counting
maybe
there.
I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Okay. Now what the fuck are they up to here? Reenacting Kingdom Hearts moments. Alright, so we're getting short on time, so I guess we will actually visit Sid's fucking grave.
Right, Clive. Asterix.
Which should probably give us a bit of plot development and an idea of what we're doing next.
That girl do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that.
This is literally 3 hours of mostly side quests.
Did, yes.
I knew this was gonna happen. And here we are.
Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
I mean, you do get, like, you know, like that last cutscene we had with Otto there. Some of them, like, do wrap up nicely and give you a good bit of flavour and a sense of scope, I guess.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
You know, running the whole little, like, rebel army. There's gotta be a lot of boring stuff to it as well.
Is that the thing Tom's helped?
We get very involved in that sense.
Have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to Canva has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the free cities, by which I learned of the endeavours of a certain young friend of yours. Though I for one believe Miss Talamon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise. I doubt the Canverian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumour has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guild masters are rapping at our doors, which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle, Byron.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Sid's legacy.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Hodor!
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that, you break me bones, you great galoot.
Stimpy, you idiot!
There's a caravan that runs back and
Kind of
forth
vibes I was
between the
getting there.
Dominion and the Bothlad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bothlad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Alrighty, where do we end up now? I want to get to a point where I have a little freedom, so... There we go. Ironically, it's probably in this part of Dalmekia where the other two hunts might be. Just like that. Onward!
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
And there's more quests. Of course there is. Of course, okay. It's on the way at least. And I can fuck off to other areas. Yep. This is the spot then. Because in my spare time, or basically after I wrap the stream up, I got 2 little fucking hunts to fucking nab. So we'll have Excalibur more than likely at the start of the next stream. Alright. So there we go, on our way to the Holy Capital for that crystal. So perhaps, just perhaps, perhaps we'll get the next big fight on the next week's stream there. But yeah, there's definitely going to be fucking entire streams dedicated to fucking side quests going forward. Because, yeah. I've kind of tried to mention from the get-go the side quests get more and more egregious as the game goes on. As you kind of open more locations, and as you kind of would have seen, they're kind of actually setting up like proper little arcs for these side quests. Like, you know, back in Lost Wing, you know, setting up that there's more going on with Quentin, you know, he's got a little bit of a personal war going on. So obviously that's going to be like its own saga. Yeah, little things like that. So those kind of will get updated frequently as time goes on. So yeah, thank you guys. New webcam here. Computer can't quite handle it seems, which is funny. It's a nice webcam. Like, I can actually angle it in a lot of nice ways. But it is what it is. Yeah, there'll be more of those side quest streams. There'll be more of them. I'm just scared that they're going to become 2-parters at some point. Like, side quest stream. Which is very possible. But, alright. So, yeah, good night, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Love yous all. Hate to leave yous, but, yep, time waits for no one. Alright.